Door-to-door marketing is an incredibly effective way to make money fast in the painting business. I used it to grow my company up to $3.5 million a year. Hundreds of my clients have used it to generate a ton of money to get their business going. In this video, I'm going to show you when and why you should use door-to-door marketing, when you should stop doing door-to-door marketing, and how you should do it. Let's dive in. Door-to-door marketing solves a certain problem in the business, and the problem it solves is marketing. And so we want to decide, hey, if I've got a marketing problem I'm trying to solve, when is door-to-door the best way to solve that problem? So there's all these different things that we can do for marketing, and some of them cost money and some of them cost time. The most valuable thing that you have as a business owner is your time. But if you don't have any money, then you need to do marketing that doesn't cost any money. And so if we've got these types of door-to-door, so there's certain marketing avenues that cost money. You know, we've got Meta or Facebook ads, we've got lead services, we got things like Angie, we got SEO and website, and the list goes on. So we have all these things that cost money. Then there's a list of things that don't cost money. We've got networking, we've got door-to-door, and there's not that many other things. And so if we're trying to solve a marketing problem, it means we need some number of estimates per week. So when door-to-door makes sense to use as a business owner is when you need to get more estimates every week, but you don't have any money. If you don't have any money, then we don't have that many options for how to get leads and estimates because there's not that many ways to get leads and estimates that don't cost money. Door-to-door is the only one that doesn't cost money that can generate consistent high volume of estimates. So the bottom line is door-to-door is absolutely amazing at the beginning when you don't yet have cash flow. So let me show you how that works. We go knock doors for 10 hours. We get 10 leads. We set up 6 estimates. We book 2 to 3 jobs for $10K to $15K in sales. This is what we do. Now we do this every week. And when you do this every week, you start to create so much cash flow that then money is not the problem anymore. And now we can transition over to paid stuff so that you can get your time back because your time is the most important thing. We were getting 40 estimates a week from door to door and we quit doing door to door completely. This is why. So I don't think that door to door is a good long-term strategy. So door to door works really, really well to generate 6 to 8 estimates a week because the numbers we just went through. You know, you can do 10 hours, you can knock on 400 doors to get 10 leads, to get 6 estimates. But then if you want to get 20 estimates a week from door to door, well, when you start hiring other people, the efficiency tends to go down a little bit compared to your efficiency. So instead of 10 hours leading to 6 estimates, now it might be 15 hours to get to 6 estimates or 45 hours to get to, you know, we'll say 20 estimates. But in those 45 hours, that means they're knocking 40 doors an hour. We're knocking on 1,800 homes to get 20 estimates. And you're gonna need 2 or 3 people to do this. So now it starts to create these like logistical challenges and it just doesn't scale well. Because we need to recruit 2 or 3 people, we need to train 2 or 3 people, we need to manage 2 or 3 people, we need to make sure there's maps and neighborhoods planned out to hit 1,800 houses, but then we need to make sure the people we're hiring are good enough that they're not leaving a bad taste in the mouth of these 1,800 doors we're knocking on. And so for our company, when we got up to 40 estimates a week, we literally had seven college students knocking on doors, and we were going through it was like over 100 hours a week knocking on doors. We were burning through 4,000, 4,500 houses every single week, and it just lost efficiency. It became so much easier for us to just take all that time and energy and redirect it into getting really good at paid, like Facebook and Meta. So door-to-door is gonna be an amazing place to start to get cash flow going, but then you can pivot over, and as of 2026, Meta is the way to go. You can generate $3 million a year in business from just Meta. And I know that because we do that at our companies. At single companies, $3 million a year. I got 550 painting leads in one weekend, and this is exactly the pitch we used. For 5 years in college, I trained college students how to run a painting business over the spring and summer. So we'd hire college students, they would knock on doors, sell jobs, hire painters, and manage job sites. And So I had these 11 interns at the end of January in 2008. And the very first weekend, there's this massive snowstorm. And those 11 college students that were working with me, they got together some of their buddies. And on Saturday and Sunday, they went out there with some of their buddies in a snowstorm and knocked on doors all day Saturday from 8:30 in the morning until the sun went down both days. And the team generated 550 leads in 2 days. My buddy Sean, he got 97 leads on a Saturday, Sunday. 97 leads is enough leads to permanently change the trajectory of your business. You can go and get 50 or 60 estimates done, bring in so much cash from that, and reposition that cash into other ads and literally be off to the races with your business. And these 18-year-old college kids did that in a weekend. Now the pitch we did then is the pitch we still do now. It's the same pitch we use to grow our door-to-door efforts to $3 million a year in business. And it's the same pitch I still teach painting contractors to this day that works every single time. So here's how it goes. You walk up to the house and you go knock, knock, knock. They open the door. When they open the door, you hand them a cheap little flyer, right? We don't want to spend a lot of money on flyer because the only purpose of the flyer is to engage the person who opens the door. So I go knock, knock, knock. They open the door. I say, hey, how's it going? And I smile and I ask them how they're doing and I hand them a flyer. And it's enough of a pattern interrupt that they grab the flyer and say, good, how are you? I say, I'm good, thanks for asking. And then I do the pitch. I'm Eric, I'm with Foothills Painting. I noticed you had some peeling paint up here on the trim, so I just want to put you down for a free estimate. And that's it. That's the pitch. Hey, how's it going? Hand them a flyer, actually engage with them. Then the pitch is, I'm Eric, I'm with Foothills Painting. I noticed some peeling on your trim, or I noticed some cracking around the garage, or I noticed some fading on the paint job, and I point. So I just want to put you down for a free estimate. Pen to paper, look at customer, look at paper. Like, I just want to put you down for a free estimate because, you need it. So yeah, just free estimate, just putting you down. It's assumptive, and that's the whole pitch. All right, so we just do that pitch over and over and over at every door. And when you do the pitch well, most often the answer you get is, okay, sure. And then you take down their name, you take down their number, you start talking. Have you noticed the peeling paint? Have you been thinking about painting? How long have you lived here for? What do you got going on this weekend? And we set them up to call them later to schedule the actual estimate. That's the pitch. It works like magic. Don't mess with it. Practice that over and over. Don't add any other lines. Don't add any other words. Don't take any other words out. Now, I know the question that most people are going to have is, well, what if I walk up to the house and I don't see any problems on the house? Then you just change that line. You swap out just that line. So you go knock, knock. Hey, how's it going? I'm Eric. I'm with Foothills Painting. I'm doing some painting estimates for a couple of the neighbors. Are you looking to do any painting this year? You could just do that. You don't need to overthink this. You don't need to overcomplicate this. This is a numbers game. It's a volume game. Now we're going to talk about the logistics. Making your plan and getting results from door to door is incredibly simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. There's 3 things I'm going to go through. The first is the math. The second is the neighborhoods, and the third is the plan. First, let's look at the math. So you can plan on 1 lead for 40 doors. Now, this is an average. Some people get a lead every 30 doors. Some people it's every 50, but I've seen this number hold for a long time. It's a lead per 40 doors. And then you could say 40 doors is 1 hour. Some people can go faster. I used to literally run through neighborhoods so that I could get to my door goal faster, so I could get the leads faster, so I could go home faster. But 1 lead per 40 doors per hour. And then if it's you, the owner, you'll convert 7 out of 10 to estimates. And if you have someone else doing door-to-door for you, it's gonna be 3 or 4 out of 10 into estimates. So if you're gonna go do door-to-door, you yourself, and you want 6 estimates, then you probably need 10 leads, 10 hours, 400 doors. You can take that math and back it into your goals and know exactly what you need to do. And then every week you set a goal. You say, I'm gonna hit 350 doors. And sometimes you hit 350 doors and you get 10 leads. Sometimes you get 6 and sometimes you get 17. So you don't worry about the result, you worry about the action. And you go do enough action that you kick ass. So now let's talk about the neighborhoods. Your ideal neighborhood is your middle to upper income. So what we're aiming for is nice lawns, nice cars, but not custom homes. We want that sweet spot where they're still track homes, they're still model homes. You go in the neighborhood and there's 5 or 6 different models of the same home and they're just flipped and all that, where the houses are close to one another. Everybody's taking care of their yard. Everybody's got relatively nice cars. People are taking care of their homes and they have the money to do so. Those are your target neighborhoods. Go find 5 or 6 of those and go back through them over and over again. What's going to happen is 35% of people are going to actually answer the door. That means 2/3 of the neighborhood didn't answer the door. You can go there on week 1 and then you can go there again on week 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and in 6 months you can hit that neighborhood 6 times, and that's probably how many times you need to hit it to actually talk to everybody. And it's okay if you go there twice, because sometimes the housekeeper answers the door, sometimes the husband answers the door, sometimes the wife answers the door, and I'll tell you what, nobody remembers you. I know that because I don't remember who came to my house. The same person could come to my house again and I wouldn't even remember it was them. So you hit the houses over and over. Pick 5 or 6 perfect neighborhoods, hit them again and again. Now let's talk about the plan. So the best time to go door to door is Monday through Thursday after 5 p.m. until sun goes down, until dark. All right, and then it's Saturday from 9 to 1, Sunday from 2 to dark. These are your best times to go door to door. And you say, Eric, I can't go door to door during those times. Like, great, then go during the day. You're just gonna have less people answer the door. Eric, it's a snowstorm today. Should I go door to door? Absolutely. More people are gonna be home. Eric, it's raining. Should I go door to door? Absolutely. More people are gonna be home. Eric, it's really cold outside. Should I go door to door? Absolutely. More people are gonna be home. So don't overthink this. The plan is these hours, this many doors, hit the target, hit the goal, and hit the same neighborhoods over and over again. A little bonus for you is if you want to level this up, put lawn signs at the entrance to the neighborhood, put lawn signs in any of the jobs you've booked, and put flyers around the jobs you're doing. And that's how you start to take over a neighborhood. When people start seeing you over and over and over, you become the go-to painter. There aren't painting companies that have strong brands. If a customer has seen your lawn sign all over their neighborhood and has gotten your flyer a few times when you come to their house, you start taking over a neighborhood. Focus is going to pay dividends with this strategy. Consistency is going to pay dividends with this strategy. Keep it simple. Don't make this hard. Go take the action and you'll get the results.